To be honest, my nigga, the block probably was my first love. Crazy when they don't love you back, though. Uncommon. The quarterback in the huddle, I call the audibles. We all been through the struggle, I shine for all of us. My nigga locked in that system, he never callin' much. Serving life in that prison till God call him up. On jumpsuit, chop bricks like it's kung fu. Write her name on that visit, she never come through. To that door's part, that's what he thought. Would've been scot-free, told on the squad. If you talking respect, then they yearn the utmost. First they love you and they hate you, man, where the love go? Life lesson, they tell us the kind of blessings. Ain't like a bitch when I fuck her, I'm mad aggressive. Tried college, then make it the first semester. They tell me follow my heart, some shit you just never question. Drug charge, I got a stain on my record. If you talking about cheddar, then pay me extra, uncommon. First they love you, then hate you, man, where the love go? I guess they don't love me no more, I'm uncommon. First they love you, then hate you, man, where the love go? Tears in his eyes, he threw the just a finger. Mama did what she could, still no complaining. Selling all of your dope, got us on datings. From a section with niggas, a test your gangster. R.I.P. Joe McKnight, my motivation. In the ghetto, the blood stain on the pavement. 9 racks for a 9-piece, they don't know that language. It's all good, man, they hate when you wanna roll the greatness. Like Shaq and Kobe, yeah, Robert Horry, the old 3 Lakers. Never selling my soul, just want my 40 acres. The boy flow hungry like his belly aching. Now we driving foreigns to our destination. They tell me I'm the one like I'm Tracy McGrady. We all had hustle, just had like a vacation. Fell in love with Mary Jane, that's forever my lady. Try and throw my dog a bag like I'm Tom Brady. First they love you, then hate you, man, where the love go? I guess they don't love me no more, I'm uncommon. First they love you, then hate you, man, where the love go?
Black Air Force Energy.
All right. Let's go ahead and get to this, man. Much respect to the family. I appreciate everybody for stopping through. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Smitty's Corner, aka Lighthouse_301. Thank you for being here. So this is going to be a short live. It's Sunday. I just wanted to go ahead and tap in with you guys briefly, real quick. Had a very, very long weekend. Sheesh. Goodness gracious, I've had a long weekend. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to this now. So the first thing we're going to go to is now I had a hard time, finding the actual live podcast that this was on, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just, I'm going to go ahead and react to a reaction. So we're going to go ahead and see what it do right here, right? So I'm gonna pull this video up. So this first video that I'm gonna pull up now, let me just make sure very, very briefly that everything is working in sync right now. All right, so let me see something here. All right, so y'all give me 1 second and let me go ahead and hit my tunes. There we go. Give me one moment. Let me go ahead and get my headphones set and everything. All right. So what I'm getting ready to do is I am going to go ahead and type this in, right? So y'all just give me a moment. All right, boom. All right. So we're gonna allow this right here to just kind of like get a moment to get itself straight, right? So my bad. Let me go ahead now. All right. Okay. All right. I wanted to make sure that I was getting everything set up right. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go through a video first. All right. I'm going to go through a video first. All right. Now, what's going on, family? I see you in the building. Shout out to you. All right. So we have 2 dope discussions to talk about. All right. So, yes, your boy JP is tripping as usual. We will get to that in a moment. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start off with this video here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull this up because I'm not even going to hold this, right? But I do want to ask briefly, how's everybody weekend been? How's everything been going for you? And I pray everything is well, right? Okay, now we got through the formalities. Let's go ahead and get to this first video. Let me see what we got. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen and pull this bad boy up right here. Hold on now. Let me do this. Bow. Give me 1 second. Get through this commercial. All right, bow. All right, so boom. So now let's listen to this. So, some of us have gotten whiff of this discussion, right? So when we're talking about the value of a man and everything else, what it all kind of comes down to, and a lot of people talk about the money factor, right? Now, I can tell you right now, I've always been one who has been definitely opposed to the factor of us categorizing high value as a salary amount, because let's just say we do say, all right, bet you make 6 figures and over, so you're a high value man. Okay, so what do we call him when what do we call the man that actually winds up losing that? The man who actually gets demoted and he's not making as much now. The man who, because of debt, whatever it is. So what about the man who makes 100K a year but can't spend damn near none of it? So my point is, when we get to like trying to subject these things to a category of numbers, that's the thing that I'm like, all right, yeah, y'all all the way off base. Let me turn my mic up. Mic check 1 2. 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 Okay. I like that better. There we go. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now. Shoot. What is the time right now? It's 9:27 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's listen to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Let's see what she has to say about money.
How can a low value man be high functioning? That's what I want to know. How can a low value man be high functioning? Tell me that.
Hold on, that's it. You just let me drink. Take me a sip.
Yeah,
But no,
me too.
because no, that does what you just said leads into that question. Because when he took it straight, he said, "Hold on, y'all had your woman talk. We're gonna take
going
this
way too long."
Dang.
Okay. How can a low value man be high functioning?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to clear this up.
Okay.
Kevin Samuels used his low value or his term of value as the noun of value, which is morals and values, which I love that too. I loved his term as well, right? Morals and values of a person. I use the
I want to ask a question. Would we say that morals and values actually differ depending on the person? Like, would you say that your morals and values are the same as everybody else's? Right? Will we say that, morals and values? Now, the only form of morals and values I can think of that puts a person on a higher pedestal than the other is something in the form of, like, maybe, let's say, priority over pleasure, keeping up with hygiene and like things of that nature, like, so yeah, if like part of your morals is like cleanliness is truly next to godliness, then I absolutely would say, yeah, the person who doesn't value that, yeah, no, you're above that person in that sense, right? So where I'm getting to with this is, how do we really gauge who's better in like whatever? So when she said Kevin Samuels in his low form of it, to whose standards and whose recommendations of that? Like the person who actually sees it like that, is that everybody? And that's the only thing that I be asking folks sometimes, because the one thing that I know is that whether it's politics, whether it's religion, which I mainly get everything that I think of from the aspect and the dynamics of religion, right? So if I'm able to recognize, look, man, there are people who are just not going to read the same book as you. There's just some people who are not going to pray the way that you pray, offer the way that you offer, right? You go to a church, they go to a temple. They go to a temple, the other person goes to a masjid, so on and so forth, and everything else. The fact is that we all have our own way in which we take our walk through this life, right? So once I recognize that, yo, the most creative minds in the world generally do think different. And so because I recognize these facts, yeah, let me pull that down. All right, there we go. So yeah, when it comes to like universal thinking, I got a hard time with that right there. So let's go ahead and keep on rocking out. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let me go ahead and see if I can do it like this right here. We're going to do radio mode. Let's rock out.
value term as an adjective word, which is value in your success, your accolades, your money, your relationships, what you got going on socially, economically. So when I say a man can be low value, that just means that he doesn't make a lot of money. His economic status isn't high. He's not affluent. High functioning just means that this man has emotional intelligence. He has ability to regulate his emotions. He has ability to sit and create resolve with us.
All right. So let me say something. Matter of fact, let me let sis talk a little more.
And not bringing more impairment into our conversation, right? A perfect example of high functioning is what me and your beautiful wife just did.
Yeah.
We had a perception exchange.
You don't need to be an expert to learn how to lower your business risks.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get through this commercial break. So y'all just give me 1 second. Here we go. Let's rock out. Let's see what we got.
She heard me say that she pushed back on, but there was never a time where our emotions wouldn't allow us to receive each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And still not have a respectful conversation. And after this, still give a hug and love on each other and have a glass of wine if we wanted to, right? So again, low value man is a man who just economically isn't affluent.
Gotcha.
Doesn't make a lot of money, just to put it out there easy.
Low value. Now I need us to really see, this is the thing, man. All right. So first and foremost, you want to know why that whole everything is so shaky? Because what some people would say real money and not real money, right? As far as like yeah, this is enough and this is not enough, right? So the fact is that we have people who live all forms of lifestyles out here in the world. There are people who live all sorts of lifestyles. Not everybody is on, like, big boss, go get it, super duper entrepreneur and everything else, and trying to be the best on the block and keeping up with the Joneses. There truly are so many significant amount of people on planet Earth that actually are very much so content with knowing that just so long as I can take care of me and mine, and everything is settled and taken care of on a we're not just surviving level, but we're actually thriving level, then so we have to always, like, take note. A lot of times when you hear this, you're hearing this from people who actually have the headspace of, it's about the trips, it's about the image of the relationship, it's about the optics of it. It's not truly about, like, because see, anybody who tries to talk to you about high value in a man or a woman, a relationship, this or anything, and they lead with a purse or a wallet, off rip, beyond red flag. All right, that's just like, stop. That's not what we should be leading with. The fact is that the economy continuously fluctuates. People's pay continuously fluctuates. If you're going to be talking to people on a more grand scale, right now, if you're only talking to, well, look, my message is specifically for the super wealthy and those who are on the cusp of being in super wealthy, then okay. Yo, to speak as if majority of people are on this level is something that's just not realistic. It's just not. It's not a realistic mode to even begin to try to feed people. And now you got a whole bunch of folks that's sitting up here, and little do you know, I know folks that will tell you in a heartbeat, yeah, I make over 100K, so on and so forth, but I still don't have all the money in the world to spend. And so now we got somebody who's up here and they're describing, like, yeah, the high value. I'm sorry. So you trying to tell me it's not dudes out here that got endless bread, and they not the biggest assholes in the world? You telling me that it's not men out here who don't have a whole bunch of everything, but you know what? They really don't know anything about consulting a woman, because I was thinking about that too. Like, all the things that we're taught as men, when your woman is going through something, do you know how to consult her? Do you are you that much emotionally aware? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's so many different factors that I know that come with how you truly connect with another human. Like, in all of this, like, we just keep talking about money all the time, but yeah, I hear some of the most like gut-wrenching stories that come from people who have money, like, I don't know, Cardi B, all that money, her and Offset, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to figure all of this shit out. Like, why do we keep on trying to talk about these things as if, like, we don't know what's going on in real life, in real time, in our faces every day? But we want to keep on faking and stuff, right? So now we'll turn around and tell somebody that ain't no real money. This ain't no real money. Oh, nah, you broke for real. You broke. Everybody want to say broke. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. The last time I checked, broke is when you don't have two nickels to rub together. That's broke. That's like actually broke. Like when you really like, I don't know how this is going to get done or that's going to get done. I didn't know that broke can be you got everything paid for, but it's just simply because your house isn't big enough, or you don't take enough trips, or you don't have enough photos and shit online showing how you're at spectacular grand finale type places and shit, because you're not showing these type of things, I gotta be broke. I don't see him leaning up against no foreigns. Man, what the hell, dog? We need to see the outfits with and I'm sitting here like, when did we forget that, maybe somebody can just take a picture and be like, hey, land, I'm just trying to figure out, since when did owning land not become money anymore? I don't understand. Since when did the only way to know how you can tell somebody has money is if they're displaying it and flaunting it and showing it? And the reason why I've veered off into that is because it's so much talk about this whole money thing. But then when I get to looking at a lot of stuff, yeah, it's a lot of faking, it's a lot of fronting. And that's the shit that really be getting to me with a lot of this. You see what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and listen to a little bit more. Let's go ahead and see what you guys say.
Functioning means this man can have a conversation.
Okay.
This man can regulate his emotions. He can receive a difference in opinion.
Okay.
Right? He is not fleeing or sabotaging the conversation as soon as things don't go his way, because his inability to sit in uncomfortable emotions or sit in discomfort when the table isn't turning to him. Just like a high value, low functioning man, which is a lot of men, the yacht, they can travel, right? They can in their illusion, can't be bought. That's a whole nother episode.
Some
they can't be bought. They being bought every day.
Let's talk about that too.
They being bought right now.
And men are getting exactly what they paying for.
And when you say that, what you mean?
They getting what they paying for. That's
like.
You ready?
Yeah,
they getting either vagina, an STD, or a baby mama. Okay. That's it. That's all you buying. You can't buy substance. You can't buy love. You can't buy this. You can't buy marriage.
No.
This ain't bought. Okay, this ain't bought. This is built. This is built. Yeah. This is intimacy. This is love. This is conversation. This is love each other by knowledge of each other. This can't be bought.
For sure.
You have a woman.
Well, you can't buy love, but you can buy a woman, though. She might not love you.
You can buy a body.
Okay.
There you go.
You can buy a vessel.
Okay.
You can have an exchange for a service from a woman, whether it's time, sex, or time or sex. Oh, I'm sorry. Time or sex. Oh, I'm sorry. Those aren't substances, right? So you can buy those. That's called solicitation.
And, again, this is why I say it's so dangerous just listening to anybody on the internet. I mean, red flag after red flag after red flag after red flag I'm just listening to. Like, if this was a woman I'm listening to and I'm thinking is, in the form of like a dating sense, goodness effing gracious. Like, this is crazy. Let me let her go just a little bit more because I'm taking down notes, and then I'm just going to go ahead and open up from there. Let's get it.
And prostitution. Okay, I'm back. Okay. You asked about high functioning and low value.
Yeah.
A high value, low functioning guy has a lot of money, has value, but he has low functioning behavior. He can't process his emotions. He has a lot of narcissistic characteristics.
How are we? Then. All right, bet. So you're admitting that, yes, men can have money, but they can... Goodness gracious. When did we forget, and when did we just totally throw away the concept of recognizing, hey, look, generally speaking, the most gaudy, the most loudest person in the room is the weakest. That just don't go for voices. Usually the loudest person, as far as like, hey, y'all, hey, ladies, I got money. I got bread. I can pay for this. I can pay for that. I've never not known a moment where, with money or without money, my aura by itself didn't speak for itself. My energy, who it is that I am when I walk in. There have been times I've walked in the door and I'm flat broke, and I swear on life they still flock because they can't even tell the difference at the time. These things are a real occurrence in life. All right. So all of this, like, you know, how a man is supposed to move when it comes to having money and stuff. The fact is that, yo, there are a lot of times where we could have a boatload on us and you might overlook it because in your mind, we don't look how you think we should look if we have all of that. And there's times where it could look like we got everything that you think that we supposed to have. And then come to find out that nigga ain't got shit, sleeping on somebody's couch. That shit takes place, and we need to stop acting like it don't. But like, you know, if everybody want to keep going on this social media fraudulent shit, you can, right? You can keep on doing that if you want to. I'm just glad that I'm fully grounded still in real life when it comes to how all of this really works itself out. I will never let a panel fool me into any of this shit right here. Let's keep on going. And shout out to the folks too. Shout out to Lapeef. Shout out to Lapeef Network. But let's keep on going.
Still listening to a woman that admitted to fucking with a nigga off and on for 5 years that's 10 years younger than her and talking about because she don't want to commit. But she telling women to stop. Don't be out here fucking for free. Being like everything that she tell women she doesn't do. She's the exact fucking opposite. Like this is y'all's hero though. Well, a lot of y'all. Not I don't know about people on the y'all for y'all.
I was about to say, boy, don't talk so soon. I'm sorry, man.
That's not my hero.
Not my hero.
Listen, before y'all fucking strangling me with your tampon strings, I'm just saying this: that a lot of women look up to her and listen to the shit that she talk about and take it as if it's fucking law.
No, they do. They do. A lot of women do, and that is an absolute fact. Yeah. I found out about her through someone, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. And come to find out is not too far of the mindset in both individuals. That should be crazy. Let's keep on rocking out. What's going on, low key? See you in the building. Respect to you, respect to you. I know. Let's keep on rocking out.
And then when Paul Pierce exposed her, like people act like that interview ain't on the internet no more. Like she said that literally she's not doing nothing she was talking about. Nothing. Then she say, well, I just recently took my IUD out and started being serious because, you know, I do want to have, ma'am, you are 40 fucking 4. Now you want to be serious? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, this is shit is I feel like Groupon has audacity and delusion on sale, like buy 2, get 3 free. Because this is the dumbest shit ever.
All right. I'm going to go past, right? So I'm going to just go. That's a little bit of what Doctor says. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play a nice little preview of what it was that I was hearing.
That's why I call
how a man can be low value.
Your boy tripping. So let's go ahead and let's get back to this right here. I want to hear what the doctor got to say. All right, let's get back.
You don't need a lot of money for certain lifestyles.
Okay, I heard what you said. So would you take a high functioning man making $50,000 a year?
That wouldn't fit my lifestyle.
So you wouldn't take him?
Thank you.
Not because he makes 50,000.
Why?
Because he makes 50,000.
It is because he makes 50 high functioning.
It's not the judgment of the dollar amount.
What is
it's
it?
because of where I'm at in my lifestyle. So it wouldn't be equally yoked. It wouldn't be yin yang for me.
Last time I checked, majority of women would tell you in a heartbeat, your money don't have nothing to do with me. I can take care of myself, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And my main thing is this, right? Like, if you can do your thing yourself, all right, it's not like none of that is a problem. what would truly be the issue if truly what it is that you're looking for is someone emotionally regulated within himself, somebody who's driven in his purpose, you know, a man who actually takes time and listens to you, right? Like, you know, all of those things that you want. Like, he actually can plan something romantic and cute and fun. He actually is that man that you can just laugh with. I mean, you can laugh with this man endlessly. All right, cool, but he don't make a certain amount. Okay, all right, bet. But you said her mindset. We'll see what it is, doctor. We'll see what it is. And then we're gonna get to something else in a minute. But with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's rock out.
Now, let's just say.
So that's the reason, though,
The
Dr.
reason.
Cheyenne, because you said you wouldn't take him if he made 50,000. It's not about judgment. It's about the fact that you just can't pay for what you need.
What
to
I'm
pay
saying
for,
is,
right?
if a woman is
Okay, now. Let's go ahead and get back to it. Shout out to the first lady in the building. Let's go ahead and do this.
Introducing Grammarly, like you've never.
All right, now, hold on. Let me do this. Wait one second. All right. Let me see what we at. And get past this commercial. Bow. We there. All right, let's do it. All right.
case where she's making $80,000, and this man can add to whatever her lifestyle is, and he makes 50,000. For her, that is conducive. I'm not going to say the amount I make, but I do really, really well.
Yeah.
And so if I got with the man who's making $50,000, I would be the breadwinner, and I would be taking full care of him because the lifestyle that I have for myself and my family.
Wait. All right. So the only way that I can see that actually taking place, and I'm about to put this back on radio mode, right? The only way that I can see that happening is if that man was not capable of taking care of himself before you got with him. All right, so let's think about what she just said. She just said that I will be fully taking care of him. My question would be, doctor, what was he doing before he met you? How much was he doing for himself in order to even get you into the bedroom or even get your number or anything, right? To get you to stop without saying, boy, bye, right? So if you get with a man that you make more than, and if you're convincing women that, okay, that means that you're completely taking care of him. So that means that you got with a homeless guy? You see, I'm lost on that. As a logical thinking man, I'm lost on that. What exactly are you saying right now? But let's see if she can further explain herself. We're going to keep on listening.
Family wouldn't be fair to him because he would come in and he wouldn't even be able to slightly provide.
That's
what I was at.
Hold on. So what was he doing before he met you?
Makes total sense. I wouldn't take a man as
but what I'm saying is, but it goes further than that because psychologically, that would impair that man. That would impact that man. I have yet to meet a man who doesn't want to be able to add or provide when he is saying, I'm ready to be a husband and I'm ready to be a father. Those men who are family men, not street men, family men, they take pride in providing for their wives. And so if that man can't provide, that is a direct emasculation.
See, the thing is, like, even when we say the word provide, I want y'all to notice how on social media, they got that word so geared towards, like, when you hear provide, you think money, you think one hand over the other, right? What about providing everything else that comes with what a relationship needs to sustain itself? Again, how many celebrity relationships, and we know both people are full enough, they have everything that we on the average level wish we had, and they still can't get it right. But yet somehow or another, everybody still want to keep listening to people talk about the financial aspect of how these are the things that's supposed to keep a relationship going. That's the shit that be killing me with people like this. I swear on life though. What you say, Doc? He will be able to provide. LOL. Yep. All we need her. Yep. Yep. Man, it's different. You got a point there. You got a point there. Like shit though. Nah, I rock with it. But I just want to keep listening to like what she's saying briefly, right? Then we're gonna go ahead and switch modes. But let's rock out.
Dating emasculation on its own.
I agree with all that.
Yeah, totally.
But I'm a little confused because you said it wouldn't be because he makes 50,000, but that is the reason, right?
No. I'm taking accountability and saying it would be because of what I make. It would be because of where I am in my life. So it wouldn't be because you make 50,000.
See, the thing is, again, so everything we're hearing is based upon an amount. I'm not hearing anything about the compatibility of how do you live around a home. Yeah, like you can make whatever you make. Like, yo, if you sloppy around the house, I can't get with you, y'all. No, I'm dead ass on that. Like, if you somebody that's just not hygienic, I can't get with that. You can make whatever you say you make. I don't care. Right? You know, I'm not even gonna say on a religious level, and I know a lot of people would go that far, but like let's just say like spiritually and everything, like you just really on some other stuff and you're just really dark in your thoughts. I don't care what money you got. I'm much more of a brighter soul and I like to represent the light. I ain't got time to represent the darkness, right? We won't be compatible. I don't care what you make. There are so many different categories that I can think of into where outside of the money, we won't work. Like seriously, sexual pleasures, you name it, diet, all kinds of things. But anyway, let's keep on listening a little bit. Then we're going to get to something in a second. Let's rock out.
Dollars, you ain't shit. It would be because of where I am in my life, right?
Right.
You just wouldn't be a good fit. I wouldn't be a good fit for you.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
it's
you
not.
make
So it's not me. Because my thing is, I have friends who are married, who are making a certain amount. And they are very freaking happy and living a great lifestyle. It's all subjective. And so again, I would never tell a man, let me word it better, because you made 50,000, you can't be with me.
But you are saying that. But you are like you're literally you are saying that. You're saying that that's not conducive because of how much you make. So how do you then turn around and say that's not what you're saying, lady? And see, the thing is that, man, you got people that'll just let that shit gloss over and let it be what it is. Like, it's crazy what she's saying right now. Let's go.
That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is because of where I have grown and because of the lifestyle I became accustomed
what
to,
she is saying?
I wouldn't be a good fit for you.
That's the same thing.
That's the same thing. That's what I was saying.
It can be to us because you're not the man I'm saying that to.
Okay. I get
So
what you're saying.
for me, because when I'm having a conversation with a man about this, my intention is never to.
And you know, there's people out here that actually, when they say it's the same thing, are like, nah, y'all, it's different. It's people that actually have said that shit.
To emasculate him or never to make him feel small. So words do matter when it comes to a conversation you're having with someone. When you intentionally are not trying to tell them you ain't good enough, bro.
But what if he's high functioning? He making 50. He make you feel beautiful.
For me personally, that is still a great man, but he's not conducive for where I am in my career.
Because he don't make enough money for you.
Because he couldn't sustain, and it would in return affect this man.
Be honest, you couldn't respect him. You couldn't.
No,
respect
I could respect him.
You can respect him.
Yes.
Well, then why wouldn't you take him? He make 50. He make you happy.
Because what happens is psychologically, when that man cannot provide for a woman of my caliber, it affects him. So as he becomes emasculated, as his confidence starts to dip, as his self-esteem starts to dip, at that point,
Ladies, let me tell you something, okay? Like, let me tell you some real shit. One, first and foremost, with most of us, majority of us as men, even to this very day, right? It's not about how much you make and if that makes us insecure. It's how you act. It's how you act. It's how much you then try to throw your weight around, right? Shoot, my lady, she makes more than me. You know, She makes more than me. Thing is that there's no emasculating. There's no like, you know, if I say, hey, you know, let's do this, or, you know, whatever it may be. What it is that we take turns and we just simply bounce off each other and go back and forth on who takes lead on this or that, depending on what the topic or what it is that we're trying to accomplish. It's not something I put totally on her. It's not something she puts totally on me. You see? So it's like the way that it's even described, like, it's just, I don't know. It's just a very, very off way of like even trying to word these things. But let's just keep on listening. Then we're going to get to this next video.
Lose respect, because I can only respect you at the level that you respect yourself. So why would
transform trillions of signals into relevant
Hold on. Listen to this last like minute of it. Then we're gonna go ahead and shift over. Let's see what we got. It's just getting into it. Hold on now. Let's see something. So yeah, nah. Matter of fact, that is what she was saying on that. But I just wanted to go ahead and play that briefly. You know what I'm saying? Because that was something. Hello. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Okay, nah, my bad, y'all. I done kicked myself. I done kicked myself out the studio on accident. I ain't hit the wrong jump. My bad. So let me go ahead and do this now. Now we're gonna go ahead and get over to your boy, man. Yeah, cuz launching. So let's go ahead and let's hit this intro to this. All right. And then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna play a segment of this shit, and then I'm gonna do more tomorrow. I'm gonna do a part 1 and part 2. So let me see what we got. Man, this dude never fails. He never fails. He never fails.
How's it going?
Pretty good. You said some stuff that was very intriguing and very interesting. I'm kind of happy that I know you probably don't know. I did a show with you before. I'm a welfare king, and I'm proud of it.
You said you're what? I couldn't really hear you.
I'm a welfare king, right? I'm welfare prince.
Oh, welfare.
Yes.
Okay. Now that's the intro. Now let's go ahead and get to the video. All right, because your boy be tripping. Like when I say your boy be tripping, he be tripping. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. Let's see what we got. All right. So apparently, JP is just somehow or another, he just can't seem to get his shit together.
Okay.
I got the kids. I got the baby mama's on child support. I got the full custody. I'm the guy that the parent that the teachers call and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that when you say that, like when you brought up that cop situation where the woman got to do a pull up, I think that the female leadership makes it good for us, make it easier for us.
Boy. So, in the words of JP, after hearing him say that,
because I hate you, coward ass niggas. You a punk ass nigga.
God have mercy upon us.
oh boy, let's go.
Because when you think about it, if they only gonna require her to not even do a push-up, now they requiring if a man want to be a woman, he can get the benefits of what the woman get. Like I get the benefits. Not pause.
Yeah. No. How about you stop? JP, at this point, bruh, don't pause nothing. Halt. Cease. Okay? Okay? Stop. Resist on everything that you keep on talking about that you be doing, bruh. Black men have a hard enough time just trying to be looked at as normal individuals in society. And here this nigga come. Here this nigga come. Up out of nowhere. Just for some reason. I can't seem to figure this shit out. But I know why people give him a platform. Like, let's be for real. I can't front. I would be a bold-faced lie to say that this nigga's not funny as shit. He is. He is hilarious. But in a serious form, the nigga's embarrassing. And it is what it is. Why? Because he's still one of mine. He's one of mine because, you know what I'm saying? He's one of mine. But the fact is that I just can't claim this nigga. See, I got relatives I don't hang out with. I don't call. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got homies I grew up with and everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I speak, hey, what's up with you in the streets, nigga? No, I'm not inviting you to my house. No. So, I mean, I get it on that level. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bruh, you be doing too much. You be doing way too much, my nigga. But let's keep on rocking out.
I'm not saying that I got to acquiesce to being a woman, because I'm not that. But I think that the female matriarch, by them taking over and by them leading, using manipulation with their femininity to control men to do what they need to do. That's always have been women. That's they.
I am so confused. Then why do you hate black women so much? If they've benefited you so much, you're obviously thanking black women for getting this child. I mean, for getting welfare and shit, so you can benefit of it. You know, you can benefit from it. But yet, every other word that comes out your mouth is, "I hate you." Every other word that comes out your mouth is towards a woman is
because I hate you, coward ass niggas. You a punk ass nigga.
Literally word for word. That's to a woman.
Power, that's their nature.
Okay, so
it make it easy for us men that gonna participate in the same stuff. I don't want to participate in the hard working and dying at 50 and working hard.
I don't know. Somehow or another, I wound up in this seat right here, and I wound up live. I don't know. You tell me. If you figure that shit out, then let me know. Type it in the chat if you know what is going on right now, because I'm still lost. All right, let's get back to it.
Or I don't no longer want to do that.
I see what you're saying. You're saying that with women in the workforce with women in, you know, having the same opportunity and choices as men, it makes it easier on men because you're the type of individual that you don't really want to compete. You rather just sit back and chill.
Yeah, so by these women getting into our men's spaces, they kind of lighten up the requirements. And like, for an example, I purposely chose.
What is going on right now, bruh? He said they lighten up the requirements. So basically make men even softer than what we see. Okay, so we gonna go from the nay to pants sagging off our asses to just make it so that we just have no form of like manly toughness in us at all, right? So just eliminate all of that shit. All right, JP, I hear you, bro. Let's keep on going.
Real quick, the thing is they don't really get into men's spaces. Like there's not really a difference. So if you look at history would show you that even when women got the opportunity to get in certain fields that men dominate, before they had that opportunity, it was still dominated by men. And now that they have the opportunity, it's still dominated by men. So women aren't really choosing to go into fields that men go into, like science, technology, engineering, and math. They're not doing offshore drilling. They're not disposal men. They're not working for any disposal companies. They're going into being secretaries and being nurses and being caretakers and things like that, that's dealing with people and doing social work.
And that's what I'm doing. I'm a CNA.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. No, it's not. No, he's not lying again. No, he's not lying.
God have.
Shit, boy. That face. That nigga's a CNA. Let's listen to what his job description is. What does he do?
Like, I go to work tomorrow.
This nigga said he goes to work tomorrow. Oh, God. Man, he is so diabolical, bruh. Man, this guy. He said, man, like, I go to work tomorrow. What you gonna do work, JP?
I'm a CNA, and these jobs are so easy. Like, the ladies work to get paid to do nothing. They didn't think about it.
Has anybody ever heard JP say he is CNA? We see this nigga all day. I have a video. All right. When we was on another panel and this nigga came up there talk about some, what's up, y'all? I'm at work. Right. So, I mean, last time I checked, his job was an illegal job. Allegedly, right? You know, allegedly he was on some other shit. Now, apparently, JP is flipped over. Now he's a CNA. I just want to know, can somebody please type in the chat? Have you ever heard him say he is CNA? Have you heard anything in any form of fashion about him doing CNA work? I could be wrong. You have? So he is CNA? All right. Whoever gave him the license or certification, we need to track them down. We need to press charges and prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. Whoever these people are, I don't know what institute it is. I don't know where it is, but we need to hunt them down and we need to figure out who they are, and they need to have charges pressed on them. If they ever gave this nigga the keys to that shit.
I purposely chose piece of shit women to have my kids with.
That's why. How do you get the keys to a CNA motherfucker who say shit like that? How do you do that?
Purposely. And a lot of people will say, well, you purposely chose a bad baby mama to procreate. Yes. Oh, I think that's the only way that a man will be able to get his kids. As if he pick a woman.
How about that man just pick a woman that actually, he has assessed well enough, a woman that he actually has spent more than enough time with, right? Now we can't say what's going to happen today or tomorrow with anybody, right? Things happen all the time, but for the best result as possible, you could possibly just do it the right way and not do it the wrong way, as far as like the nigga way, how JP would. But let's see what he says on this.
That don't care about having kids. That's the only way you want to get that's the only way you be able to get your kids without a fight, compared to the men that chose the good woman, which turned out to be the bad woman when y'all break up, because now you're going to be like Tyrese crying, begging to get your kids and only get them every other weekend. So not only that, I got all of the benefits of being a father with multiple baby mamas. All my kids, it's been raised up under the same roof. I get all of the benefits.
Now, fellas, just in case you wondering, damn, man, why shorty looking at me like I'm a nothing ass nigga? She just might have seen this live and many others like it. And we got to remember that. See, that's why I'm like, I do. Nobody's perfect out here, right? But like, like how you present yourself and conduct yourself on this bad boy is absolutely pivotal. And this guy right here has no shame in the world. And we know this. That's right. Kang. Like, and he made sure you ain't hear no I in there. There was no I in that, but it was Kang. And he repeated it just like that. But let's keep on going. Let's see what we got right here. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, Don't forget, he hates the white man and he hates black women. But somehow or another, he keeps on receiving the white man's benefits while doing it in a black woman's form. I mean, you know, a woman's form, if you would say, in his words, right? So this is the crazy shit that I don't know, bro. This guy right here is absolutely, he is absolutely diabolical.
I get to sit on my ass and let y'all pay for my lifestyle. And when I do want to go to work, I get to make 58. They boosted up to 5,800 a month and still receive all of my benefits. So I work as a CNA, right? I'm a med tech, so I pass out medication, wipe little ass here and there. I think that
JP pass out medication. So we're gonna act like we ain't hear that, right? We're gonna skip over that. We're gonna skip over the fact that somewhere out on planet Earth, somebody loved one has this nigga right here passing out medication to him. All right. I want you to look at that face. Okay. I want you to look at that face. This is where we are. This is where we are. I don't know if it was something in the signs and the times in the Bible that was written about this shit, but it seems real familiar.
when the black, I'm not gonna say black woman, but women leadership made it easy for niggas like me. I'm enjoying it, and y'all gonna pay for my lifestyle. I get to create more kids.
Bet 50 he don't wash his hands when he pass out the meds if he do.
It's which I'm planning on. And then a lot of people say, well, how you gonna take care of all them kids? Y'all gonna pay for it. It's called taxes, right? And I'm gonna receive all the benefits. Y'all gonna be my slaves. I'm basically living like a boss because here's why I decided to do that.
He's living like a boss. Last time I keep hearing the word boss, it be from the modern form of like chicks nowadays, because I'm a boss bitch. That's the only time I hear boss. I'm gonna be real with you. Shit, if anything, men will say like jefe or something. You know what I'm saying? But like when I hear boss, I'm just saying, I be hearing it more so women say that. So it's just kind of funny how he keeps saying this, but let's keep on rocking out.
No matter how much hard work that me as a black man do, I don't take pride in working for another man's empire. So it's one thing to build my own black infrastructure or my own black empire. We don't do that here in America. We build it. It's more of a disrespect to us to go to another man's empire who already have ill intent of us. They do not respect black men. They hate black men. They delete black men on a daily basis. But yeah, you take pride to go work. And they told us this education gave us power. And yet, it seems like the power is kind of jaded because the white man is still above us, and we do not sit across the table from the white man. That education do not.
How are we ever going to be, bruh? You're not even across the table from the elites of us. So even if you were to believe that BS as far as, yeah, black men aren't, you know what I'm saying? Or no, black people aren't, you know, above white people. Now, first of all, I would ask you, JP, in what category? In what category do you say that in? Right? You know, you can't just say that like, oh yeah, this group of people is better than this group of people. In what category? What? Athletics? Science? What? Economics? What category? Like, let's cut that out. But anyway, let's rock out.
Do not teach us black people or black men to
listen, man. The reason why the white man is above you is because of your mentality. You want to be like the black woman. You want to be like a woman, man. Essentially, everything that you described is a black chick. I wouldn't consider you to be a male. I would consider you to be a black woman in the mind. Like you have
that nigga is somebody's auntie who needs to get her chin plucked. Yeah. What? Don't nobody else got that aunt that be plucking their chin with them tweezers? What?
An X and a Y chromosome, but your mentality is that of a woman. And I say that because your behaviors and the things that you choose, you're saying that, well, you want basically the woman to go out there and have the burden of performance, the burden of working, the burden of doing all of that. You're going to choose the lesser. It's like you have the mentality that let me make basically not just bad decisions, let me make the worst decision so I have the upper hand. That's basically what you said. I want to have the upper hand in my relationship, so I'm going to choose the worst woman to procreate with that don't want kids, so then I have the upper hand and I get to have my kids. So therefore, you're not even looking at life as to be the best version of yourself, to get a woman that's, going to follow your lead. And you're looking at life like, well, listen, I'm going to reverse the game. I'm going to turn it upside down and say, you know what? I'm going to be the worst nigga out there. So I got a question for you. Since you are basically promoting to be the worst nigga out there, what example are you for your kids? Do you want your kids to be just like you?
Wait for it, y'all, because he's about to say something very profound. JP is about to have a very profound nigga moment. Let's listen.
Well, as long as, first up, yes. And the reason.
Oh, shit. I thought he was going to say something better than that. He said he does. Okay, let's go.
The reason why I say that, and I'm standing strong on that, because when you say that I have a woman mentality, black men in America, you are considered to be a woman. You do not compete with no man. Yes, you might go to work and work your butt off like a slave, like a subordinate, like a peasant. That hard work do not give you the same power that you think you got, right? So yeah,
that's all people though. So Jay,
not a real man.
But Jay, that's all people. So doesn't matter your skin color. Yeah, it doesn't matter your skin color. There's white people that's in poverty. There's black people in poverty. There's many different type of. Real quick, there's many different ethnicities that's in poverty based off of, if you're an adult, then you're making poor decisions, right? Of course, you can be born into poverty, but if you're a full adult with all of the opportunity, this is America. You can make your dreams come true, essentially. They're making bad decisions themselves. So, I see what you're, once again, I see what you're saying, but why wouldn't you, as a father, why wouldn't you want your children to be a better version than you?
Because I think that
that nigga said because, as in I'm about to justify why I don't want my kids to be. He said because. I want you to peep that first word came out his monkey ass mouth. Let's keep going.
You're not really paying. I think that we so shallow, right? We think by getting a lot of money and stuff to go to Johnny Dane and spend it on jewelry, that somehow our dreams come true. No, my dreams, if I'm going to go out there and work, I want to create my own system. We the only race in America that don't have no tie.
How the fuck you going to do that while saying I'm the EBT king? I'm the welfare king. How are we going to create our own system when you submerge yourself in their system? How does this even begin to form? It's so this nigga here, boy. He never fails us. He never fails us.
No lines to no outside of this place. We barely own a lease here, right, in America. The only thing that's keeping us here is the 14th
in the Section 8 that you own.
Before we begin classified as an illegal immigrant, we no different. We next to the Mexicans, right? While we be sitting up there talking, all the thing Trump got to do is say, "Let's get rid of that 14th Amendment."
Hey, and guess what? And Trump also said, let's get rid of this food stamps and this EBT and everything that you niggas is you know what I'm saying, leeching off of. And maybe it should start going to people that actually really need it. With your fully able-bodied ass, nigga. Like, what are we doing right now? Right? See, Trump getting rid of all of that shit. So all of that EBT Kang, all of that, yeah, nah, bro, that shit. Man, this is wild. This is wild, like how far we can go in our thought process while sitting here trying to ask for anything, all the way down to something called, I mean, goodness gracious. But let's keep on going. Let's listen a little bit more, because I got a second part too, then we're going to get up out of here.
I mean, we're going to become an illegal immigrant.
Yeah, but Jay, answer my question. Why don't you want your children? Yeah, answer my question. Like, I want to understand your thinking. And Chad, he's not trolling. He's been up here before. You haven't been up here in a while. But as you was talking,
now that's a damn shame. When you that bad, when the chat be like, he gotta be trolling. No, he's dead ass. He's dead ass serious. Dead ass.
And it started to bring back, memories of when you were up here, probably like almost a year ago. But
I'm not trolling. I'm actually living this.
What you say?
I'm not trolling. I'm actually living this. I got all custody of all my kids. I've been doing it for almost 8 years.
Yeah, he's not trolling. I had him up here before. I don't remember the conversation of what we had. It definitely was about something else, because I don't remember speaking with you about like this, your own personal life like this. But so answer that question. Like, you're a father, right? You're leaving a legacy behind, and you said that you're going to have more kids. So why wouldn't you want like something better for your kids? Why would you want your kids to follow your same path if your path is of ignorance? Your path is of no motivation. Your path is of nothing masculine. If you have sons.
Nope, not yet.
Yeah. No, not yet. And then this nigga goes on to talk about how he has daughters and everything else, and it just gets worse and it gets worse and it gets worse. Now let's listen to this a little bit further and let's see what we got right here, because your boy is tripping. Let me go ahead and share this right here. Hold on, here we go. Bow. All right, let's go ahead and get right on back to it. Respect. Let's rock out.
A woman that's going to follow your lead, and you're looking at life like, well, listen, I'm gonna reverse the game. I'm gonna turn it upside down and say, you know what, I'm gonna be the worst nigga out there. So I got a question for you. Since you are basically promoting to be the worst nigga out there, what example are you for your kids? Do you want your kids to be just like you?
Well, as long as, first up, yes. And the reason why I say that, and I'm standing strong on that, because when you say that I have a woman mentality, black men in America, you are considered to be a woman. You do not compete with no man. Yes, you might go to work and work your butt off like a slave, like a subordinate, like a peasant. That hard work do not give you the same power that you think you got, right? So yeah,
that's all people though. So Jay,
not a real man.
But Jay, that's all people. So doesn't matter your skin color. Yeah, it doesn't matter your skin color. There's white people that's in poverty. There's black people in poverty. There's many different type of. Real quick, there's many different ethnicities that's in poverty based off of, if you're an adult, then you're making poor decisions, right? Of course, you can be born into poverty, but if you're a full adult with all of the opportunity, this is America. You can make your dreams come true, essentially. They're making bad decisions themselves. So, I see what you're, once again, I see what you're saying, but why wouldn't you, as a father, why wouldn't you want your children to be a better version than you?
Because I think that you're not really paying. I think that we so shallow, right? We think by getting a lot of money and stuff to go to Johnny Day and spend it on jewelry, that somehow our dreams come true. No, my dreams, if I'm going to go out there and work, I want to create my own system. We the only race in America that don't have no tie, no lines to no outside of this place. We barely on the lease here, right, in America. The only thing that's keeping us here is the 14th Amendment before we be getting classified as an illegal immigrant. We no different. We next to the Mexicans, right? While we be sitting up there talking, all the thing Trump got to do is say, let's get rid of that 14th Amendment. We become an illegal immigrant.
Yeah, but Jay, answer my question. Why don't you want your children? Yeah, answer my question. Like, I want to understand your thinking. And Chad, he's not trolling, and he's been up here before. You haven't been up here in a while, but as you was talking, it started to bring back, memories of when you were up here, probably like almost a year ago. But
I'm not trolling. I'm actually living this.
What you say?
I'm not trolling. I'm actually living this. I got all custody of all my kids. I've been doing it for almost 8 years.
Yeah, he's not trolling. I had him up here before. I don't remember the conversation of what we had. It definitely was about something else because I don't remember speaking with you about like this, your own personal life like this. But so answer that question. Like, you're a father, right? You're leaving a legacy behind, and you want it. You said that you were going to have more kids. So why wouldn't you want like something better for your kids? Why would you want your kids to follow your same path if your path is of ignorance? Your path is of, no motivation. Your path is of nothing masculine. If you have sons?
Nope, not yet.
Oh, you got all daughters.
Yep. So now look. Now look, even though I had sons.
Yo, what is going on here, man?
Cooley, even though I had sons, what's better than the government?
So
there's got black men out here working, competing with the government, right? What do the government essentially? Yes.
And there are black men in the government. A lot of these laws, there are black men who are involved in Congress and in the Supreme Court and so on and so forth. There are those of us who share our skin tone and features who are involved in these proceedings, who are involved at the round table, who are involved with the decision making. Are we the be all, say all? Are we? No. But are we involved in it? Yeah, we are. That's my point, personally. We are there, right? I mean, like, it's crazy. Let's keep on listening, though.
They don't give you all of the money.
And don't mind me, I'm gonna have to kind of hit radio mode, I think, for the night, because stream y'all tripping and it's just not, the video's not playing good. But as long as y'all can hear it, then cool. Let's keep on listening. Hold on now. What is going on?
Up front, but the average black man makes between $45,000 to $55,000 a year, right? Now, with the government, what they buy is, let's say I got 3 kids and you have 3 kids. You making your average income at, let's give you $55,000 a year. You still got to pay for daycare, right? So
okay.
I get my daycare for free. You got to pay for food for the 4 of y'all. I get $1,000 a month.
I get what you.
Yo, this is sad. How do you know so much about how to navigate through the system and how much this should get, bruh? I don't really know too much about none of this he talking about, bruh. What I do know is I know how to fill out applications and I know how to get up and take my ass to work. I'm being real with you. And even if I don't have an actual job, I damn sure know how to still get up as if it is a tax-paying 9-to-5 and hustle my ass off. Like, I real deal know how to do that shit. Like, I know how to get up and get out and go get something.
Saying, but Jay, back to topic, right? You said you got 4 daughters. You said you got 4 daughters. I'm asking about your kid. 3 daughters. Okay, you got 3 daughters. So then the next question would be, would you want your daughter to date a man like you?
Absolutely.
But if they
Okay. All right. Okay.
Whose mess is this? You put him on the TV. Go home! Bro, don't. Go home! Go home!
Oh, my goodness gracious.
date a man like you, then they would have to be no for good, nothing woman, because then the man that they're dating is gonna impregnate them and take the kids from them because your daughter is just, not worthy of having the kids. And that's how you're raising your daughters to be unworthy of raising children?
Yeah, well, this is how I look at it, right? I think a lot of y'all black men just complain, just mad and jealous because y'all can't compete with the other man. The other man is the government. I think that y'all shame black women and people that get on government assistance because y'all can't compete with them, right? As a man in America, you cannot. Why would a woman give up all of these good resources in her own power and not to be getting control and all this other type of stuff to get with a man that barely making ends meet and living an average life, or to throw money back in his face where you're going to be controlling them? So yes, there's nothing better than a government. If you ain't making triple of the amount of what the government going to incentivize, as far as like your health benefits, the daycare benefits, the food, the rent assistance.
Jay, for someone like you, so the government, all that does is incentivize bad choices. So they come from a reactionary standpoint. When you make a bad choice, the government comes in place. They have systems in place like welfare and things like that. If you make a bad, now,
it amazes me how he says this shit with such a straight face.
Things is not always make a bad choice, because you can be born in a situation where it's not anything that's great, right? But when we're speaking about this part of the conversation, no. If you're saying that, well, no, I think that the government is a good thing and more people should rely on the government. So more people, if they're relying on the government, more people would be lazy. More people would not be meeting any goals. The world would be look, if we take your logic, right, and the way that you operate, and if we extrapolate that and put your mindset into let's say half of the population, where do you think America will be if we put your mindset into half of the population in America?
Well, I only predicate this for black people, especially black men, because
then you want black people to stay in poverty.
No, that's not it. No. Let me clarify.
Okay, clarify.
You know how you go to work, right? And you work when you work a 4-hour shift or 8-hour shift, you get
Okay, y'all. JP about to do math. Hold on. Let me get my pen. Make sure I can write this down. Okay, go ahead, Professor.
30-minute break. We work 400 years. We need our 30-year break. So there's nobody in America that work longer as black men, but yet we still at the bottom.
Oh, I see. So our ancestors.
Which then for you turns around and equals, thank you, EBT. Thank you, Section 8. I'm lost, but let's go.
I get what you're saying. Our ancestors. Okay, so since our ancestors worked without any pay for 300 or 400 years, then you're basically saying, well, since my ancestors worked, I don't have to work. I'm going to take advantage of the systems that's in place that the government give us, and that's how I'm living.
Whoa, boy.
Okay, now they sat on their back while us black folks was slaving and building this land, and they did the same thing that I'm doing, right? And secondly,
I'm trying not to laugh because I still don't know how is he saying this shit with a straight face. He is really saying this with a straight face, like he real deal think he dropping gems right now. Oh boy. Oh man, just look at it as entertainment, bro. Bro, the nigga's entertaining. Let's just keep being entertained by it.
So, Jay, real quick, you said that's reparations. Reparations would be to get black people out of the situation that the financial system or the position where they're at in the class of systems, get them out of that position and put them in a higher class, right? If you are not being motivated and you're not being ambitious and you're not out there really going to make something of yourself, and if you're just being lazy, that isn't reparations. That's just being lazy. How are you giving to the next generation?
Well,
listen, real quick. Answer that. How, if it's reparations, this is what you're saying, man. I'm trying to still in your argument. So, to try to make some sense of it, because it's very nonsensical. It doesn't make any sense. You're saying that, well, our ancestors, they were slaves. They worked for 400 years without getting any pay. Well, my reparations is I'm going to sit on my butt and I'm going to collect this government cheese. I'm going to collect these handouts. And you know what? That's going to be my reparations, so I don't have to work. They worked for 400 years. Now, I'm not going to work for 30 years. That's essentially what you're saying. I got that, right?
Yes.
Okay, now.
This nigga said yes.
My question for you is, how is that reparations if reparations is to move Black people in a better place than they were yesterday? You would be bringing Black people back. You would be bringing Black people worse than what the ancestors was. Yeah, the ancestors.
No, because JP has a mindset that says if everybody else continues to keep progressing and moving forward, and because I know that I am at an arrested development stage of my life. Now, I don't know y'all whoop the wop the bing doom boom. When I stop growing, a woo wop the bam. But I do know that if everybody else keeps on growing, then I'm going to be left behind. So I got to be the content and I got to not get left behind based on the fact of I got to make sure that I push a narrative that nobody's going to listen to in the first place of we need to just stay in this stagnated form. Now, if you do decide to grow and you like clean water and you like to keep your diet in check and you don't want to just be on gummy cheese like me and steal towels from the hospital because we fake heart attacks and all kinds of other crazy ass shit, instead of just getting up off your monkey ass and doing something with yourself, sir, instead of just getting up and just go ahead and get out there and get something, you decide to go ahead and just keep on trying to like put a propaganda out there that should make all of us be associated into one, and you keep on trying to talk as if you represent us, and that is the shit that kills me. But it's funny though, at the end of the day, I'm about to go sleep like a baby, I promise you that. Let's keep on working out.
Was slaves was living in slavery, but our ancestors will look at you and said, hey, you have all of this opportunity, but you're not using this opportunity. They would spit on you and look at you in disgrace. You'll be disgraceful.
So my respirations is okay, not have to work for the peanuts, right?
Now, first of all, the nigga said my respirations. All right. So are you talking about breathing or reparations, sir? See, God, man, we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do.
So when you go out there and work and stuff like that, my respirations is be able to sit on my behind.
And he keeps saying it too. He keeps saying my respirations. He keeps saying his respirations. I don't know. Are you doing laps? Like what you doing? Suicide? You like I'm this nigga, man. God, lead this boy JP, man. Let's go.
It's my kids to spend more time with my kids. I get to watch my kids grow. I get to live in a house in a suburb community for $25 a month. While y'all paying $3,000 a month or $5,000 a month in a
this nigga is somebody stop him, bro. Somebody stop this man. Somebody stop Auntie, bro.
3 or 4 bedroom home, right? I get to do all that. That is respirations because let's face it, they not going to get.
That is respirations. Yeah, that's respirations. Yeah, that's breathing. That's a new form of breathing technique.
Your respiration that you are desiring. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my respirations the ghetto way. And nothing you brought up about our ancestors stuff, and why do y'all make fun of us talking about, well, our ancestors do this, but yet white people benefit of the power of their ancestors. The reason why white people today is still in power is because of their ancestors.
No, bro. The reason why we ain't getting respirations is because you can't even pronounce what it is that you asking for, mouth. That's why, nigga.
No, so Jay, you got it all wrong. Our ancestors, Jay, you got it all wrong. Our ancestors, what they did, they sacrificed themselves so Black people today can be free. We're not in bondage. We're not slaves. Let me finish, right? Let me finish. Yeah, I didn't say that it was, but let me finish. So our ancestors, they made the ultimate sacrifice, and you can say it was by choice. I don't think that it wasn't by. I think it was forced. I think it was choice, because they could have chose to all rebel, and they could have chose to all die. Right? They could have chose to die, but they chose to continue to live, to suffer the pain, so their legacy that they leave behind can have the choice to be a free man. And guess what? We are all Black people. We're all free in America today, right? So, okay, listen, Jay.
He said, "No, we not." But yet, you can live off of 25. You can live with your rent being $25 a month, and you say, "No, we." Your rent $25 a month, as you allegedly, as you say, right? Because I'm only going by what he said. All right, you live in damn near $25 a month, while the rest of y'all have to pay almost $3,000 to $5,000 a month, right? As he just said, and then Cooley just asked him, "So you free, right?" And it's like, "Nope, no, we not." Okay, all right, let's go ahead, Mr. Bojangle.
Let me just land my plane. How you're viewing things in a very twisted lens, right? We are all free today, and we are in the land of opportunity. There's no better country on the face of this earth, right? So with that being said, you want to just be lazy because you're an inadequate male, and you have the mind of a lazy woman, not even just a regular woman, the mind of a lazy woman, and you don't want to make anything of yourself. You're not being an example of any of your children. Think about it. You got 3 daughters. You're not an example of a man that your daughter would want. You couldn't even answer that question.
And yeah, so that's just like, some of that's going on. Y'all want to check out that full podcast? Definitely, it's not hard to find that. You already know. Go over there to the brother No Fugazi podcast. It's the one that came on tonight. So just go over there and check it out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to this one. I just been trying to figure out at what point did we drop and did we sink so low? At what point did we get to where this is what? Is this any form of a new standard? I know it's not, because I don't see this type of standard, this type of norm around me at all. But the thing about it is that, it's so funny how on the internet you will have so many people who will, in some weird, strange form or fashion, actually go with shit like this. Now, do you really think it's because they just want to keep egging on the entertainment, or do you believe because deep down inside of themselves, they're like, you know what, I would rather cheer this on than ever have to take the time to look in the mirror and look at myself? I don't know. That's for whomever may be listening. But with that being said, I definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. I digress. My mic is muted. Respect.
Little nigga, but I'm big hearted. DC, where it all started. Long nights being outside. Got big love for that south side. A lot of dirt get done here. If you don't like us, don't come here. a big number. Steady scream for the real niggas, ain't never told, ain't never been. DC just living life, not too far from the president. Couple homies did jail time, they let them off for no evidence. Legal weed in my residence, hot niggas irrelevant.
Light Northeast, Edgewood, 600 block, catch me up top. Posted up by the bus stop, we don't trust cops, we just bust glocks. I be all in the danger zone like CHV, that's in Uptown. DC stand for don't come, you better go. Chuck Brown, free Lolo with Dust Ball. Rest in peace of pork and bando. She get lit just like a candle, Jumbo got it top just like Rambo. DC verse everybody think shit sweet, then make 'em